Why is it so hard to open up to South Asian parents? Not just about big things, about small things too. Why does it feel easier to talk to friends, sometimes even strangers, than the two people who raised you? If you grew up in a South Asian household, you probably already know the feeling. You think about telling your parents something important. Maybe you are struggling at university. Maybe you feel overwhelmed. Maybe you like someone they would not approve of. Maybe you are just tired. And before you even speak, your body tightens. You rehearse the conversation in your head. You imagine the reactions, the questions, the disappointment, the lecture, the silence. So instead you say nothing. But why is that? It is not because South Asian parents do not care. In fact, most of the time, they care deeply. Sometimes too deeply. Their whole identity is tied to being good parents. Providing, protecting, sacrificing. And that is exactly where the difficulty begins. Many South Asian parents were not raised in homes where emotions were discussed openly. Survival came first. Stability came first. Reputation came first. Feelings were secondary. So when you say, "I am not happy," they hear, "We failed." When you say, "I am stressed," they hear, "All our sacrifices were not enough." When you say, "I want something different," they hear, "You do not value what we built." To you, opening up is vulnerability. To them, it can feel like criticism. And then there is shame. In many South Asian communities, problems are private. Struggles are hidden. You deal with it inside the house. You do not let people talk. You do not give relatives something to gossip about. So when you try to talk about mental health, relationships, identity, or even just feeling lost, the reaction can feel dismissive. You are overthinking. Everyone goes through this. Just focus on your work. Pray more. Be grateful. It is not always cruelty. Sometimes it is fear. Fear that if they validate your pain, it becomes real. Fear that if they accept your independence, they lose control. Fear that the world outside will hurt you in ways they cannot fix. Another reason it feels hard to open up is hierarchy. South Asian households are often built on respect that flows one way. Parents advise, children listen. Parents decide, children adjust. There is love, but it is structured. So when you try to speak as an equal, it feels uncomfortable for everyone.
You are breaking an unspoken rule.
And if you were ever shut down before, even once, your brain remembers that. You learn quickly. You learn that certain topics lead to tension. You learn that honesty leads to conflict. You learn that silence keeps the peace, so you become selective. You share the safe version of yourself. The good grades, the promotion, the engagement, the parts that make them proud. But you hide the confusion, the doubt, the sadness, the real stuff. And over time, that creates distance. Not because you do not love each other, but because neither side fully understands the other. Here is the complicated truth. Your parents probably think you do not open up because you do not trust them. You probably do not open up because you are afraid of how they will react. Both sides feel hurt. Both sides feel misunderstood. And yet nobody says it. The gap is not just generational. It is cultural. It is emotional. It is shaped by migration, sacrifice, trauma, reputation, religion, and survival. Understanding that does not magically fix it, but it helps you see that the silence is not random. It has roots. And sometimes, when you understand the roots, you can start changing the pattern. Slowly, carefully, in small ways. Maybe it starts with one honest sentence. Maybe it starts with saying, "I just need you to listen." Maybe it starts with them learning that your vulnerability is not an attack. And maybe it starts with you realizing that their defensiveness is often fear, not hatred. What about you? Did you ever feel like you had to filter yourself at home? Do you feel closer to your friends than your own parents? Or have you found a way to open up without it turning into a fight? Let me know in the comments. And if you want more videos explaining the unspoken psychology of South Asian families, please like and subscribe. See you in the next one.